hills of Catering, there's a gold mine of knowledge. Rongo, the only one, a world-class university. We give the best of the best, give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo University. We nurture innovative graduates, high quality education through teaching, research, community service. God bless our university. We give the best of the best, give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo, the gold mine of knowledge.
Good morning. I am Professor Agustino Soronkware, the Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs, Rongo University. At the university, we train students for higher learning. We give them degrees and diploma, among other certifications. The division of the academic and student affairs is divided into two subdivisions. There's the student welfare subdivision, which is headed by the Dean of Students. The subdivision is in charge of student counseling, student associations, clubs and societies. Then we have a subdivision in charge of academic affairs. It is headed by a registrar, academic affairs. That subdivision is in charge of registration, teaching, examinations, and developing schedules for these activities, namely the timetables. The teaching is done in departments, and that activity is also overseen by the schools. The departments are run by heads of department, and the schools are run by the deans of schools. The division also provides secretariat services to the Senate. The Senate is the highest academic organ of the university, and it's in charge of outlining and approving the academic programs, the types of examinations, and also graduation lists. At the division, we are happy that you have joined Rongo University, and we wish to congratulate you for your excellent performance at your Form 4 examinations. We welcome you to our university, and we are willing to work with you for the following 4 or so years that you will be with us in this journey of learning for your degrees and your diplomas. We expect that while you are with us for the period that you'll stay with us, 4 years or whatever number of years, we are going to give you good training that will lead to excellent skills development and make you competent as university graduates. We expect that you, on your part, will attend all the classes and learn all the good habits that will enable you to develop into good citizens of Kenya who are useful to yourself, the community, and the country, and humanity at large. Of course, we know you are in the development stage of your lives, and there are very many things that you learn when you are at university. Some of these things are going to play a big role in how you will go on after graduation. These are the things that we generally call soft skills. We're just hoping that together we'll give you good soft skills that will enable you to go out and compete effectively in the job market, but also help you to become employers, not just employees, because we know out there are all sorts of opportunities that are available for you either to get employment or to become employers. Of course, like all societies, at university there will be forces and activities that might take you away from what you really came to university to do. We request you to be strong and be focused on your education so that you get your certificates at the end of this exercise rather than fail to get the certificates or overstay the learning process at the university. We also know that maybe for the first time you are now to be free to manage your financial resources, for example, to manage your living expenses, and so on and so forth. And we look up to you to take good care of the resources that may have been given to you by your parents, your guardians, your benefactors, for the purpose of making you grow in your academic life. And together we will overcome any impediments. We will make you excellent graduates, good citizens of Kenya and the world. Thank you very much. I wish you success in this endeavor, and we will work together. Whenever there is an issue, please consult with our officers, including my office, for a way forward in your activities. Thank you. Now I wish to invite Engineer Professor Stanley Shitote, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration, Finance, and Planning, to talk to the audience. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much, Professor Ngware, DVC ASA, for the opportunity to talk to the students. As you have been told, my name is Stanley Shitote. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration, Finance, and Planning. To all of you joining us to start your studies here, I wish to say welcome to Rongo University. We have a unique orientation ceremony this year, occurring as it is online. It is unprecedented, And we all know it is due to the coronavirus pandemic that has so much changed the way we do things. However, we can see that whatever the circumstances, man will always devise ways to continue with the various activities of life. And so, here you are, starting your first year of study at the university in spite of the pandemic. I'll talk to you briefly about the Administration, Finance, and Planning Division of the university. It is one of the two major divisions of the university, the other being the Academic and Student Affairs Division. We often refer to our division as the AFP Division. In general, the division provides support services to ensure the smooth running of the core activities of the university. The AFP Division handles, among others, the following: Human Resource Services, and that is all matters pertaining to the staff required for the operation of the university. Administrative services such as repair and maintenance of facilities, water supply, energy infrastructure, and central services. The division also deals with the development of new infrastructure, and indeed if you visit the campus, you'll find a number of projects under construction. There is the hostels and catering services. The university has limited accommodation facilities on campus, but we also support students as much as possible to settle in accommodation outside the university by linking them to the landlords. The division also develops and implements long-term plans for the university, provides health services, and transport services. We also offer financial services, and for the financial services, indeed, we have a system which I believe you have all interacted with during your registration process. You will need to be on campus to experience most of the services offered by the division. More information will be provided by various officers coordinating the services. And I am sure in the coming weeks, the conditions will change and allow us to meet on campus. However, in the meantime, we'll continue to serve you by ensuring an adequate platform to support this remote interaction. As you are aware, many institutions worldwide have adopted this means of communication. We cannot be left behind. I sincerely hope that your respective circumstances will allow you a good connection to the university. I wish you a good experience as you start your university life and throughout your whole time at the university. Thank you. And now, it is my humble pleasure to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor Samuel Gudu, to address you. Thank you.
The Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors, Heads of Departments and Subsections, staff and students, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you for the excellent performance at KCSE examinations, where a total of 699,745 candidates sat, but where only 125,449 obtained grade C and above, and hence were admitted to the university. We thank God for your performance, and once again, I congratulate you. Rongo University is a vibrant institution whose vision, mission, and core values reflect the aspirations of Kenyan society. The vision is to become a world-class, technology-driven university in learning and practice. To this end, the university has put in place measures and strategies to complement the ongoing government effort to attain the Big Four agenda, Kenya Vision 2030, and the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. The university offers programs in pure and applied sciences, social sciences, humanities, arts and education, training technologists and technicians, conducting research on food and nutrition. The university is a multicultural and cohesive society that promotes the coexistence among the various cultures. It also provides equal opportunity to all qualified, willing and aspiring scholars. As such, admission to any program is based purely on merit and not on any other consideration. Here, we champion success, we trade academics, and promote progressive ideas and cultures. To the academic enthusiasts, we will support you, but to the detractors, we will scold you. I am aware that this has been a hectic week for you as you struggled to register, tried to familiarize yourself with various facilities and staff online. Many of you must be wondering what university life looks like. I can assure you that the scenario and the parameters in the university are so different from your high school experience. The living environment so different from that of your family background. However, I reiterate to you that where here everybody belongs and everyone finds a place, make it good to live. Assume you have come to the university to fish. Along the way, you will experience turbulence. Some of you will fall off the boat, others will sink in the raging academic waters, some will come back empty-handed, while others will have their fill. The big question is, after 2, 3 or 4 years, will you have weathered the storm? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk on administrative matters. As you were told during an introduction and brief remarks, the university has 2 divisions coordinated by 2 deputy vice chancellors, one in charge of academic and student affairs, while the other in charge of administration, finance and planning. There are 6 teaching schools, namely School of Agriculture and Natural Resource and Environmental Studies, Arts and Social Sciences, Business and Human Resource Development, School of Education, School of Information, Communication and Media Studies, and Science, Technology and Engineering. We have 15 teaching departments. The teaching is done on semester with main academic calendar starting in September and ending in April of the following year. There are also 3 directorates, namely Directorate of Privately Sponsored Student Program, Directorate of Open and Distance E-Learning, and Directorate of Quality Assurance. Various university units include finance, health, central services, estates, academic affairs, staff affairs, and transport, just to mention a few. In terms of academic matters, the university offers market-driven certificate, diploma, bachelor's and postgraduate programs. There are already over 6,000 students whom you will be joining. Here we value quality education and therefore strive to provide an environment that stimulates our curiosity to learn and to innovate. Over the last 6 years, the university has graduated 4,567 students, and many more will graduate during the next graduation in December this year. In terms of resources, the university has endeavored to provide adequate physical facilities to enhance quality education and facilitate the development of conducive learning environment. Just like in any other establishment, these resources are not always adequate. Whenever there are issues or inadequacies, I urge you to be part of the solution. We shall also remain proactive in ensuring we meet your expectations. Accordingly, we have embarked on ambitious programs to upgrade our teaching and learning facilities. To this end, the construction of a 5-story tuition block is near completion. Construction of a 4,000-seater library is underway, and we are also constructing a new gate at the university entrance. We shall also purchase additional equipment and supplies for our science and computer laboratories. Last but not least, we shall upscale automation of most of our services for efficient service delivery. In terms of human resource, during your stay, you will interact with competent and industrious staff carefully recruited to offer efficient and effective academic and administrative services to you. We shall remain at your service at your point of need. In terms of co-curricular activities, Rongo University will promote wholesome growth and development of our students. Therefore, we encourage students to spare time to take up any of the available games, sports, music, and drama opportunities. We undertake to continue to sponsor winning teams to represent the university in various national and local events. In terms of innovation, the university supports staff and students to come up with viable innovations or invention through sponsorship to showcase the projects at exhibitions, trade fairs, and National Science Week, only to mention a few. Some of the recent inventions by staff and students include the production of fuel from potatoes and production of sorghum cultivars which are resistant to diseases and drought. All students are expected to pay all fees at the beginning of each semester. Going forward, we shall not allow any student with outstanding fee to attend classes or sit examinations, and the students shall be advised to defer studies. Furthermore, observe academic deadlines, include those for registration and for course and examinations. It is your responsibility, absolute responsibility, to make adequate prior arrangements to clear fees before the beginning of the following semester. Remember, sitting examination without clearing fees contravenes the rules and regulations and will lead to expulsion. Now, few words of advice. Ladies and gentlemen, as you begin your academic journey, I urge you to follow things that catch your imagination. In addition, take care and respect the deadlines. During your studies, you will encounter numerous deadlines which must be respected. Some of these deadlines include submission of term papers, take-home assignments, registration for courses, or examinations, among others. Your ability to wade through and become an outstanding scholar will be tested through simple issues such as respect of deadlines. The university is a trying society. Do not try to reinvent yourself too much. Do not try too hard to fit into a system that you don't understand very well. I know you will be tempted to join certain groups and or act in certain ways that don't necessarily reflect you. Socialize with people with common interests and values. Some of the available issue-based societies that you may consider to join include Christian Union, Scouts Association, Debating Society, and many others. However, we do not allow formation of ethnic or regional clubs and societies. Find support whenever it is necessary. The faculty will always be available to teach and help you to attain your goal in life. We will mentor you and respond to your interests, to your curiosity, and to your invitations. Do not suffer in silence. Seek assistance from classmates, student leaders, and staff of the university. If there is something you really want to do, some curiosity that you want to pursue, make sure that you do it and don't let anything stand in your way, especially if it does not disturb the other students. Management of time. I would urge you to manage your time very well. Avoid issues that will distract and lead you to procrastinate. Avoid such distractions like mobile phones, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp during your study time. I urge you to plan your time well, and by using a calendar and checklist, be organized and focused on the task at hand. Remember, time saved is like an investment. You should also ensure that you get enough sleep in order to remain active throughout the day. The library is amazing. Make it your second home, for it promotes progression of knowledge. Besides being a place to do assignments, the library will develop your vocabulary, enhance your comprehension, and general positive impact on your achievements. Be prepared always. Be always in the lookout and prepared for opportunities that may arise in your environment. There are numerous opportunities in the university in the areas of extracurricular, athletics, games, sports, music, and drama. Those experiences will have a huge impact on many of you. But I hope that none of you will lose sight of how special this time is for you. It is a time to learn. It is a time to expose yourself to ideas that are completely different from what you have done before. The adage goes, choices have got consequences. Avoid overindulgence of any nature during your university life. Ensure that you have left enough time where you are free to also rest after studying. This freedom comes with its own social risks. I implore you to keep off activities that will not add value to your life in future. Such activities include use of drugs, cohabitation, living a lie, spending beyond your means, getting sponsors, HIV/AIDS pandemic, and now COVID, among others, must be avoided at all costs. The COVID-19 pandemic. The disease paralyzed all learning institutions right from nursery to the universities. It has killed many Kenyans and may still kill more. Avoid activities that can risk your life. Observe self-hygiene and social distancing. Avoid crowded places. Be safe. Kenya still needs you. Ladies and gentlemen, with those many remarks, I wish you the most fulfilling and rewarding experience at this great university. As I conclude my remarks, may I also give opportunity to other members of the university to be able to share with you their life experiences when they were at this stage of life. The senior members of staff will include the deans and the deans of schools, heads of academic departments, and heads of sections within the university. They'll be able to give you some tips on how to survive in the university environment. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benson Asugo, Dean of Students, Rongo University. First of all, may I welcome you for having chosen Rongo University as your place for advanced studies. We will share about the work of the Dean of Students in the university. The Dean of Students is an office that is in charge of student general welfare in the university. We are responsible to the Vice Chancellor through the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Students Affairs. The main functions coordinated by the Office of the Dean of Students are as follows. 1. general students' welfare support, such as general guidance, social health, leave of absence from the university, bereavement, or loss of a student. Secondly, students' discipline matters arising from complaints raised by a student, an officer of the university, or a member of the public. 3, student financial support system, such as Higher Education Loans Board, bursaries from the government, county government, constituencies, ward, and other organizations. And we also make recommendations to students for financial support from other organizations. 4, student mentorship and career services. 5, student guidance and counseling services. 6, student talent development through co-curricular activities such as sports, games, music, drama, and other recreational activities in the university. 7, student governance through the Rongo University Students Association. And lastly, coordination of alumni matters. May I urge every student to get a copy of rules and regulations governing the conduct and discipline of students of Rongo University from our website. Secondly, we have staff in the department who will be available to serve you whenever you reach us through phone contacts or when you visit the university. We have myself, Ben Asugo, the Dean of Students. We also have Mr. Caleb Nyangono, who is the head of music, drama, games, and sports. We have Mr. Bernard Odeny as the head of careers and alumni matters. We have Ms. Mary Onyango, secretary in the office, and 2 other office administrators and office assistants. We are on duty from Monday to Friday every week between 8 and 5 p.m. In case of emergencies outside those hours, students are free to make phone calls to us for rapid response at any time, including weekends. For the time being, you can reach us through the following contacts: office email and telephone contacts, which you will be able to get from the university website. Finally, we want to congratulate you once again and want you to wish you well, and feel free always to contact the Office of the Dean of Students for any advice or consultation on any matters while you remain a student at Rongo University. May God bless you.
I'm Dr. Bila James. I'm the head of ICT, that is Information Communication and Technology, at Rongo University. I want to welcome all the students who have made a choice to join Rongo University. Rongo University is a world-class university, and with our department, we are here to support all of you to be able to attain the required skills in terms of technology in the services that you are going to provide after graduation. The role of ICT in this university will be to support you as a student in terms of information technology services that you may require during your stay here. The services entail our wonderful website that enable you to interact with other people worldwide and also enable you to access our university information. We also have various university portals that are tailor-made for the students. You will be able to get personalized services from these portals. For example, before you join here, you are able to do self-registration. At the comfort of your homes and wherever you are able to register courtesy of the ICT technologies at Rongo University. You have other services that you will enjoy through our portals. We have admission systems, which you've also used. We have finance registration, which you've also used. We also have e-learning portal, which from now you'll be using to access your lecturers' materials and interact effectively during your learning process. With us as a service, we also have Wi-Fi services at the university. For the residents around the university, you will be able to be given access to various Wi-Fi services at your comfort, so that you can be able to access different materials for learning purposes. We also have email services. You will be assigned, or some of you have been assigned, email addresses based on their admission numbers. This will enable you to communicate with the various departments and sections of the university as per your need. We also have Facebook accounts. We also have Twitter and Instagram, through which you'll be able to have real-time information and sharing of experiences with your colleagues in the university. Now, we also have cheaper bundles, subsidized bundles, especially with Safaricom, which will enable you to access whitelisted sites. Whitelisted sites are sites that have been defined to enable you learn or get services to the university and learn globally. So with this, you'll be able to get subsidized rates of access and services, especially library services, university e-learning portal services, and other educational sites will be accessed at subsidized rates. So all you need to do is to submit your telephone number, which we will be able to submit to Safaricom so that you're able to access these services at subsidized rates. Currently, Safaricom offers cheaper bundles at 500 shillings. You'll be able to access 10 gigabytes for a whole month. This can enable you to access learning services through the e-learning portals and other whitelisted sites, so that at the comfort of your home or wherever you are able to get materials and interact with the lecturers. To be able to do this as a student, the minimum requirement is that you must have a device, especially smartphone, that has capability to access these services. To a minimum also, it's important that you have a laptop, a quality laptop that can enable you to access these services in our university various platforms. Otherwise, I want to welcome you to Rongo University once more. We are here for you all the time for your well-being. Welcome to Rongo. Thank you.
My name is Joel Wekesa Nakitare, the University Librarian. I want to take this chance, just like many of my colleagues have already said, to congratulate and welcome you all to Rongo University. As university students, most of the time you are going to be with us. You are expected in your personal time to be in the library, to be doing personal reading. And therefore, I come here to welcome you and to assure you that as a department, we are going to journey with you and to be with you all the 4 years or 2 years of study that you are going to be with us. In the library, we have different resources at your disposal. The university has a collection both in print and electronic form, and with the time, we'll take time to guide you, to train you on how best to use these resources. But in this session, I just want to make you aware that there's so much for you. There's so much for you to start using, both in electronic and print resources. Before COVID, if somebody asked me what is a university, I will have told you that a university is basically buildings around the library. This illustration, I liked using it just to illustrate how important the central role a library is in your university life. But now that we are in the new normal, I will tell you that a university is basically internet away from you. And I want to encourage you from onset that many of you have new laptops, you have smartphones, you have access to the internet. Use it to the best of your effort, use it to your advantage, so that at the end of it all, you may be able to graduate not just as a YouTube learner or an online graduate, but a very good student who is use the best resources available online to the best of their knowledge. Now, you'll allow me just to give you an overview. As I've said, we'll still have many sessions for training, but just to give you an overview of the resources that you can even start using as you start off the semester. From the university website, if you go to the university website, that is www.rongoversity.ac.ke, you can be able to get the library tab. When you click on the library tab, it will bring you to the home page of the library services. On the library services, we've organized different services for you. Majorly of interest to you now will be the e-resources, because we are starting off this semester when you are home. So take time, familiarize yourself with the e-resources that we have. With different databases for e-books, we have e-journals, we have different local resources that will be of interest to you, and different other resources that you could use. Another tab that I would want you to familiarize yourself from onset as we start is the information literacy tab. For you to be able to make best use of internet resources, you really need to know how best to exploit the information on the internet. You need to know the type of information you are looking for, where to find the information that you need, how best to use the information that you get on the internet, and how best to acknowledge that you use other people's works. That one, many of us, we could be at different stages, but you need to have self-taught, to self-teach yourself. You also need to familiarize yourself with the many good sources online that will assist you on how best to use the resources. We've prepared a guide. If you go to this page of information literacy, we've prepared different guides for e-resources, how to use them, how to cite or acknowledge other people's works. So take time to go through all that. And in case of anything, the library, we are just an email away, we are just a phone call away. We should be able to support you. Another interesting tab that I would want you from onset to know is the off-campus access. We know that we are starting this semester away, and we've put in place a system that as a student, if you come here, you should be able to log in and be able to use our resources as if you are within the campus. So we are going to create accounts for each and every one of you to enable you to be able to use our remote access services. Another tab that you might find interesting is the past papers, just to know how the university exams looks like. Click on the past papers, try to find out what is expected of you from onset, do enough practice so that by the time exam comes, you are good to go. And the last tab is the library OPAC. When you click on the library OPAC, you'll get an interface where you can be able to search and know the different books that we have. What we've done, we've put in it all the books, both the electronic and the print. So you should be able to search in our database to know which type of book you can be able to use. As I finish, I want once again to congratulate you and remind you that in the university setup, you are expected to be in charge of your own academic journey. Take time, create time for reading in your typical day. Have some time to read, not just for the sake of the academic reasons or rather the coursework, but to read other resources that will assist you. Go on the social media, different social media, and try to identify different professional pages, like them, follow them, so that you continuously learn and grow in your professional life. I thank you, I congratulate you, and welcome you to Rongo University. Thank you.
Hello, My name is CPA Janet Chumba, the head of Finance Subdivision, a division in the Finance Administration and Planning. We as Finance are excited to welcome you to Rongo University. We understand that this is a challenging and unexpected time, but our goal is to help you navigate the process and ensure a successful start to your experience at Rongo University. The Finance Subdivision has several sections. Among them is the Student Finance section. This section has 6 accountants which serve students in the various 6 schools. You will meet them as you go along, and I hope you'll be able to interact and know all of them. My staff and I had the pleasure of helping you during finance registration, and it represents some of what we love so much about this university: the enthusiasm, the warmth, and the careful planning as we welcome our students is always a special experience, and most important is the effort of so many people coming together to help those who are in need of it. That sense of community is part of what makes this university special, and now you are a part of that community too. At the Student Finance section, you will be assisted with the following: the fee payment policy, which will guide you on all matters of fee payment, the relevant fee structures for your courses, the bank accounts designated for your fee payments, how to do finance registration, how to access and interpret your fee statements, how to claim any refunds where applicable, compliance issues related to fees, important deadlines, and other fee-related matters. I encourage you to continuously engage us for any assistance with regards to your fee-related issues at any time of need. We are here to support you and to ensure that your experience at Rongo University remains memorable. Once again, congratulations for choosing to join Rongo University. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to start by thanking the Rongo University fraternity for organizing this great event for our incoming students. My work today is very simple, is to alert our incoming students on the various aspects or requirements of Rongo University in the academic division. There are certain things. First of all, you have to register. To do that, you have to visit Rongo University website. And this is where most of the information will be found, including the deadlines of activities, the registration, the fee payment, and exam requirements. All this information really can be found in the student notice board in the website. For registration, currently we are only allowing online registration. Make sure the registration is complete by registering for courses, that is units that you are going to take this semester. There is possibility that you might defer. One or so of you might decide to defer for various reasons, mainly medical or financial. If you intend to defer your studies, the university allows that, and it will be 1 academic year. And you can go to the student notice board in the website, download the form, fill it, and send it to us. Also, Rongo University has rules and regulations that really govern the activities and well-being of the students, including the exam rules and regulations. And all these will be found in our website. Please make sure you acquaint yourself with them very well, because they'll guide you as staying here. Lastly, the newcomers, transfer of programs. A number of you might have been placed in the programs that they probably are not comfortable with. To this regard, the university gives you another opportunity to really change your programs. You can change your programs within the school, and that's what we call the intra-school transfer, just from one program to the other one. Or you can change your program from one school to the other, the inter-school transfer. This window closes very fast, and the forms again are available in the notice board at the website. When you intend to transfer, please just make sure that you qualify for that program in terms of the aggregate points and other requirements. As you are aware now, you have been placed into a department within a school. Please, you are now going to join your deans and your heads of departments. When you join them, please ask and get clarifications on some issues which might be of concern to you. Thank you very much, and may God bless your stay in Rongo University.
I'm Professor Peter Olo Kisinyo, the Dean. I welcome you all, first years, to the School of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Environmental Studies, and also congratulate you for having passed your Form 4 exams and chosen the school to come and join our various competitive programs. The school has 2 departments, Agronomy and Environmental Science, which is headed by Dr. Evans Ouma, Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness, which is headed by Mr. Gasta Nyangweso. The school has competent academic and administrative staff with a wealth of experience in teaching, research, and community service. We have a total of 13 teaching staff comprised of professors, associate professors, and lecturers. In addition, we have 7 technical staff and 3 administrative staff. The school has well-equipped laboratory for research, teaching, and community service, and also a teaching farm where we carry out our practicals. We train graduates to ensure environmental sustainability as well as food security, which are captured in the Big 4 agenda and also sustainable development goals. Agriculture basically contributes to about 25% of gross domestic Kenyan product, and it is a very important area in this country, and industrialization will basically come from agriculture. The school has a number of programs running from diploma to undergraduates, which we are joining, postgraduates, which comprises of masters and PhD. We have diploma in agriculture, diploma in agribusiness, diploma in horticulture, diploma in food science, and diploma in aquaculture. Undergraduate programs are Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Extension and Education, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics and Resource Management, Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management. We have master's programs in agronomy, plant breeding, horticulture, environmental biology, environmental planning. Our graduates are normally employed in government, agricultural, livestock, and fisheries, and related ministries in the central government. They also get employment in the county government, agricultural, livestock, fisheries, and related ministries, agro-industries, which are quite a number in this particular country, horticultural sector, manufacturing industries, like, for example, manufacturing of feeds, fertilizers, non-governmental organizations. Our graduates also teach in secondary schools, colleges, and even universities. And in fact, those that are very brilliant and scores a first class or a very strong second, when chances are available, we retain them so that they become graduate assistants, and we train them to do their masters and even PhD so that they can teach in the university. They are also employed in national environmental management authorities, authority sector, water ministries. Banks also employ our graduates. Our graduates also are employers, self-employment. We equip them with the entrepreneurial skills whereby they can start their own businesses which are agricultural related. Some are not even agricultural related, but most of them are agricultural related. And quite a number of us, our graduates, are actually running their own businesses, and they have employed other people, so they can also become employers instead of looking for employment. Otherwise, I want to once again welcome you to Rongo University, the School of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Environmental Studies, and may the Lord God bless you as you join us to be with us for the next 4 years. Thank you very much and welcome.
From the hills of Catering, there's a gold mine of knowledge. Rongo, the only one, a world-class university. We give the best of the best. Give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo University. We nurture innovative graduates, high quality education through teaching research.